Chris, and we'd like to bring on the other two members of your house team tonight. Please welcome John McKenna and Stephen DePippo, the rest of Almanac Drops!
Hi, we're Almanac Drops. You know, when we named the group way back when, I wanted to call it Almanac Ticks, but Chris didn't like that idea.
No.
Because he doesn't like ticks.
Yeah, they bother me, I'm sorry. I had a lot of bad camping experiences.
I hear you.
My dad got Lyme disease once, and it brought back some things.
So let's see, may I ask you your middle name?
Louise.
Louise. So letter L, can we have a word that starts with the letter L?
Lilac.
Lilac.
Lilac. Wonderful.
There's a nice little raised garden bed, and it's all lilacs and tulips and estromerias and a frisbee.
There's a wicker rocking chair. It's got the, you know, the bent wicker legs?
So in the flower bed that we see here, off to the side, on this side, there's a hummingbird feeder, but it's a very garish looking hummingbird feeder. Like, it looks like somebody made it out of blown glass, but then stopped halfway. It's all jagged and pointy, and there's no syrup in it whatsoever. It's just an eyesore.
So over here in front of the shrubbery, there's some old gardening tools. There's an old pair of shears. There's a very old watering can, some of the work gloves, but they're all very old. They're worn. They're well taken care of, but you can tell that they're really old and worn.
Right about here, there's a dog house. No sign of a dog.
On the wicker chair, you can see a very dog-eared copy of a farmer's almanac that's being opened up and placed down. It's a farmer's almanac from 1969, but it is very, very old.
What about the time? I remember that we made friends with that little turtle. You remember? And then Chester, well, you came into my office and you crying and you said the turtle's in pieces all over the kitchen, and I knew right away it was Chester, and I scolded him, but I couldn't stay mad at him for very long.
Oh, Pat, that was a long time ago. I mean, yeah, Chester used to mess with my stuff, and, you know, he used to do really awful things to my pets, but, I mean, you've been out here for a little while. Do you need, like, a sun hat, or would you like some, like,
I'm
bring me
fine.
some lemonade?
Oh, I'm just fine.
Okay. Well, the garden looks beautiful. I mean, I have to give it to you. Ever since Meemaw passed, I think you've done a really good job of keeping up with the place.
There was that other time when you came into my office crying. You're like, the turtle's in pieces.
And because Chester had hit the...
It was Chester
Yeah.
had bitten him to pieces, and you were all kinds of upset about that. And
Well, I was 8, and I'm 32 now, Pep. It's been a long time.
he
I've had-
wasn't perfect, but he was a good dog.
Hello, Papa. How are you? Mwah. Carl.
Chester. How was the office?
The office was fine. Don't worry, I took care of everything that could be taken care of.
Well, you always do. You do it well. Can't help it if I get a little claustrophobic every now and again. I need you to come visit our Pop. The story with the turtle. He keeps telling the turtle. I like that story. You like that story.
The turtle's named Chester.
I'm just saying,
It's not that he tells a story about the things he loves most in the world, turtles and me.
Hey, Pop. Have you been to the store in the last couple of days? How are you looking on groceries? Do you need us to bring you anything the next time we come back, or?
I'll take care of whatever you need me to get, Pop. Don't you worry.
I can also help take care of you, Pop. It doesn't have to be you all the time. I can be
Hey,
self-sufficient.
Dad, I got your groceries. Oh, Chester, you look terrible.
Carl.
It's What's happened, Dad?
Dad,
You don't have to yell.
how's it going, Dad? How you doing?
It's all right, but Chester I think he's run off again. Why don't you take a ride around the block and see if you can find him? Huh?
Yeah. Why don't you run off and see if you can?
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, we'll go check. We'll go check
Just
later.
take
you
a
know?
ride around the block.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you
not-
know how he wanders away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your dad-
We'll get him back.
Your dad's really worried about it. You should probably go and check.
Hey, Pop. You think maybe, I don't know, you feeling a little hungry? I'm feeling a little hungry. You think you could maybe get us
There's a loaf of bread in there, some cheese.
I would love some bread and cheese. Do you want to maybe get us something?
Come on.
Get your grandfather some bread and cheese, son. What's wrong with you?
Come on.
Is that your frisbee and the flowers? You know your grandfather loves those flowers. Left your stupid frisbee.
It's probably the neighbor kids playing with again.
I know this is your rad flyer.
I know you're upset. And I know that was your friend. Chester didn't mean no harm. He's a good dog, but dogs, you see, they've got animal instinct. So Chester was just doing what came natural. You understand?
I understand, Pop, but again,
So he sees a little thing crawling around in his dog brain. That's food. You understand? That's how they're wired. They hunt, you know. Their ancestors had to hunt to survive, right?
no, I'm
So-
well aware.
You're so right. You're so right, Pop.
Your grandfather's an animal. Dad, here. It's that buffalo soft cheese that you like.
Oh,
That got you the good crusty bread.
Oh, is that going to give you a bellyache,
Yeah.
Pop?
Pop,
Fine.
I'm just saying you.
Come on,
I'm,
Chester.
I'm 32.
No,
I'm 32. I can blow my own nose.
Man,
Pop.
no,
Try your cheers up.
Thank you very much. Listen, guys, can we not just tell? I mean, the dog.
What is he gonna?
The dog ran away 12
Tell him
years
what you want.
ago.
Hey, Dad, dog ran away 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to make your Pop upset? You don't need to be upset. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Would you like a cool
You
drink?
kids are too sensitive.
Well, I'm not really sensitive. He just thinks I'm sensitive because he.
Carl. You know what? I think if you wouldn't mind, would you just take a little ride around the block? All right.
Take a
Just
ride?
to see, you know, he's gonna just run away again, and
All right.
Yeah, you should go.
I'm gonna get some grease for these shears too.
oh, you do that. Oh, ha! I almost forgot.
What?
You remember your soup cans?
A soup can?
Yeah. You remember
Yeah.
the ones you had? You had soup from them growing up.
Yeah. Remember those cans?
Yeah, I saved them.
Yeah, Dad, remember your old soup
I
cans?
saved them, and look at here.
Nothing wrong with bringing up things from our past, right, Dad?
Yeah.
It's just pop and pop.
That's a lot of soup cans right there.
Yeah, I like soup. I like cans.
Ain't that beautiful, huh?
When you ever see something like that?
It's a totem pole birdhouse / bird feeder.
Well, it definitely distracts from the hummingbird feeder.
Where'd you get that thing? At a
What did I-
museum?
I got it.
I'm
for
sorry,
you.
I just thought it was. It's nice. It's a very nice can house.
I think you did a
Don't
great
like the
job with
hummingbird
it.
feeder?
Well, the hummingbird feeder, it broke 8 years ago, and you left the shards.
I worked hard on that.
Dad, you fucking with me? Or do you want
Your
me going
me
to
mom, that was a gift from me to your me mom.
I'm sorry, Pop. It's lovely, and I know it means a lot to you. So I'm.
What? And that's just the problem, isn't it? Folks your age, nothing means nothing to nobody.
Dad, are you fucking with me? Or do you want me to go on a ride?
Yeah, go get Chester. I'm sure he's over in the Smith's yard.
All right, I'll go
Where he
get
always
Chester.
goes, you know.
Tell him again.
I'm just. It's sometimes you spend a lot of time in the past, Pop, and I love you, and I love our nostalgia, and I love hearing stories about when everybody was young, including all the embarrassing stuff my dad did. But your yard is a temple to your past. It's maybe good to clean it up a little bit and move on.
Clean it up.
Millennials.
I can express an opinion.
An uninformed millennial opinion. Pop, you're doing great. Your yard looks beautiful. Your soup can totem pole looks great.
The flowers, I'll admit, are very well taken care of. Yeah, please. Carl, have a seat now. Have a seat. Enjoy.
Have a seat.
It's Chester Pop Pop.
Carl. Now listen here. Okay. Chester run off,
He did, Pop Pop.
and you went and looked for him, didn't you?
Of course I did, Pop Pop.
Okay. I don't think Chester's coming back. All right.
I don't think he is either, Pop
Now
Pop.
I know that's upsetting for you, and I know you love him as much as I do,
You know I do, Pop Pop.
as much as as much as your mommy does too. We all love our Chester, don't we?
We do. We all love our Chester, Pop Pop.
But this is just something that's happens sometimes with dogs, is they run off. And you know, Chester, as long as we've had him, it's never been more than 2 days that he's been away.
It was 12 years ago. He ran away. 12.
Wait, I'm trying to have a talk with your Pop Pop. Please.
I'm just saying that there's a good chance he ain't gonna come back.
He might, Pop Pop, so he might be,
God damn it!
oh, Pop Pop.
God damn it!
You know,
Oh,
Okay, I don't mean
Jesus.
to interrupt.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
cut
sorry,
myself on a
Carl.
hummingbird
Pop Pop.
feeder.
I'm sorry. Look,
I'm sorry.
I know
Pop, pop,
I was
I
trying
know.
to be strong for you, you
It's-
know. But
No,
I
no,
love,
it's
I love
okay.
him too.
Can
I
I
know.
just get?
Could you please stop interrupting us?
You can
Pop,
dry your tears.
Pop, can I get one of those Kleenexes? Pop, pop.
Oh God.
would you
Ugh.
stop? Pop Pop's crying and you're
All
over
right.
there complaining. Could you
Okay,
please?
Because I'm
you know what?
bleeding.
You know what? We're gonna take one more drive, okay? We're gonna take one more look around, a good long
Sure thing,
drive,
Pop Pop.
all around the neighborhoods, everywhere we can think of
I
going.
am,
All right?
I am gonna get tetanus. I'm just gonna get tetanus.
Okay, Mr. Devonshire?
Yes.
Yeah, he tested positive for tetanus, so we're gonna have to take that hand off.
Yeah, I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Alright, so I'm gonna put this here on the table.
You're pretty old school, huh?
Yeah. Now, here, here's an old cassette, bite down on that.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, it's Barry White, it's smooth.
Barry,
White.
do you have anything better than Barry White?
Barry, is there anything better than Barry
I
White?
don't want to lose my hand. I don't want to lose my hand chewing on a Barry White.
This is your sweetness is my weakness. Do you even know that song?
Do you at least have, like, Can't Get Enough of Your Love or First, Last, Everything? Just something, just...
Your leeches, Doc.
They told me that you lost your head.
I did.
They also told me you were one of my biggest fans.
Well,
I went to the hospital to pay you a little visit just to say thanks, bring up your spirits.
Mr. White, I appreciate that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And normally I'd be so much happier to see you. There's so many bad memories just associated with your music and the loss of my limb. It's
Let me tell you something. I was in a similar situation one time, and
Mr. White, yeah, you tested positive for tetanus, so we're gonna have to take that.
it's never easy, Stephen, when you lose a pet. But I want you to know that well, Walter the goldfish, he's in a better place. He's
What?
he fell asleep and I flushed him down the toilet.
That's the better place? The toilet is not a better place than anywhere!
Hey, Timmy, it's me! Timmy!
Walter, it's you?
Timmy, did you lose some Legos?
I,
I found them.
you know, you can keep them, Walter.
So, it was a pretty nice place, and they were pretty good owners, but I'm like, you know, I want to see the world. I don't want to stay in this little suburban palace, you know? It's a cage with golden bars.
Well, man, you gotta spread your fins every once in a while, you
That's
know?
right.
It's a big pond out there, you know?
That's the thing. You could be a big fish in a small pond, you know, like toilet
Yeah,
size.
no, I follow the metaphor.
Or, you know, you could be a little fish in the great big pond of the world.
I'll tell you one thing, I got a cousin, right? Bobby, okay? He goes out, he goes to sees the world. You know what they never tell you? The more room you got, the more you grow. He's as big as a fucking ox right now.
So that's true.
It's true.
You know, I heard that. I didn't know. I thought that was maybe one of them urban myths.
No, he swallowed a kid's shoe one time. It was small.
He's
enough.
that
He just
big?
sucked it up. Oh my God, yeah.
Just from being in open water.
No, they call him Bobby Bottlemouth because he's got a huge.
You know, I'm just big boned.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, it's a big one, all right. I'll be out here for days and weeks trying to reel this one in.
You gotta pour some water on the line, Seamus. It's gonna catch fire.
Don't you tell me what to do. How long do you think I've been fishing? All my damn life.
Wow.
I need some snot-nosed little brat like you.
Snot-nosed little
Just
rat.
pour more water on the line for the
I'm
nose.
trying to help you.
Trying to reel him in. He's a big one, all right. He's a big bastard.
I can feel it. I'm going to the big toilet in the sky.
I told you putting shoes on the line was the best idea we ever had.
Oh, that was, you were right about that. If you were right about one thing in your whole life, that was it, all right. Here we go. Get the net. Get the net. We got him. We need a bigger net. All right. Look at that bastard. So, you're saying they came for the photo session,
Yeah.
and you didn't ask them to wait around?
I'm sorry, Seamus. I got so caught up in the excitement. It's not every day you can.
Wait, but I'm the one that caught him, ain't I?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I tried selling them to the fish market. They wouldn't take them.
No, it don't make me feel better, not at all.
They said he was all bones. There was no meat on him. Just big bones. Just absolutely right. They said he wasn't even the right fish to make a stew out of.
I heard tell about a big boned fish like that.
Well, they say once they get out of them toilets and start getting out in the open water, they just keep growing and growing.
They're bones.
Yes, but it's all bone mass.
Seamus! I heard you witnessed someone else reeling in the biggest fish ever caught. I saw the pictures of it.
No, that's, you see, it was me who caught him.
Twas me that caught the monster
I
fish.
old man, King of Mucksmith. I just gotta
I'll take two, Mickey.
I stepped out. For one moment, I left the pier to go use the porta-john, you know.
You realize how unlikely of a story that is, you talent, Seamus.
Come on, Mikey. Now, you gotta...
Hey, I know you caught that fish. Where on the street you caught that fish?
Hello, little fella.
Yeah.
What?
No. So you're saying...
Oh, slow down there, Tim.
What the Christ is this now?
Boy.
Jesus God, you can't trust the outhouse anymore.
What do you mean?
Johnson. And I put down the paper on the seat and everything.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for my cousin Bobby. This was his
There ain't no smoking allowed in here.
Hey, I'll
fella.
smoke where I want to smoke. Bobby owes me $50.
Cousin for what? Come on, me.
Hey, did you find Bobby? Hey, I brought my buddy along. He's gonna help us look.
What the Christ are you doing down there?
Hey, you mind? I'm trying to have a piece of business with an associate down here.
You're in a meeting. Now you guys don't chat.
He's an angler. He's got that light on his head. He's one of those deep sea fish. He
Oh, I
can
don't-
find Bobby.
One of those weird-looking motherfuckers. I don't
Yeah.
trust them.
Oh, look here. This is a goddamn porta-john.
Hey, this is a bathroom. Can we get a little privacy in here?
You shit in my house every day. Have some respect.
You're swimming around in nothing but chemicals and poo.
So you're gonna say first you caught the giant fish, but there's no photographic evidence of it.
Well, you see.
But there is photographic evidence of others.
But
And then you were in a porta-john, and two talking fish were in the porta-john complaining to you.
Look.
You realize that when you were pulled over by Officer McGillicuddy and you started telling that story,
He thought I'd had a few.
he did.
But
And
he
it's-
was wrong. I mean, it's... All right, maybe I'd had a few.
A few.
I...
A few. I would say you had a few when you started lying about catching that giant fish.
Look now, you weren't there, were you?
I wasn't, but I saw the pictures. There's a giant fish, but do you know what's not in the pictures? You.
You'll just ask me nephew. He'll tell you. He's the one in the picture. But
Yeah.
he knows the truth, and he's bound to tell you the truth, all right.
Oh, that lying bastard. Oh, big old drunko. I'm sure he was sauced when they pulled him over.
He was trying to say he caught the fish.
Oh, that man couldn't catch a cold if his life depended on it.
You gotta cut the dead stuff off.
I know how to prune it. Just,
Why don't you let your grandfather just enjoy himself?
because it's just not right. I just don't think it's right. I mean, he's...
To who? To you?
To everybody. I mean, who wants to, like, live in their own little bubble, living constantly in the past? I mean, he's got old books laying around. He's got the doghouse from a dog that hasn't been alive in a decade.
Makes him happy.
All right, fine. He's your dad. I won't get
He's
in the
your
way.
grandfather.
I know, but I spend a lot of time here. I try to take care of him. I try to do the right thing. But every time I come over, he's just...
Why is it so hard for you?
Because he keeps bringing up Hester. And it's a deep wound, Dad. It is torn to shreds.
Sorry, buddy. I know.
It's the same story over and over. It was to tell the turtle
He
story.
doesn't know. He doesn't know
That's
that
the
you
point.
lost
He
them.
doesn't know.
If he ever finds out you lost them, so stop trying to get him to remember Chester. Just let him accept that he's gone. If he finds out you lost them, he won't forget that.
I know. And it was Mima's favorite pet.
It was everyone's favorite.
So, you're saying you killed the dog. And, no, I mean, look, hey, I did things when I was a kid, too. Believe me. There you go.
I didn't kill the dog per se, okay? I had a vendetta against him. I had his pet, and the dog, because he's an animal and he has animal instincts, and I was a child. Remember, I was a child.
I get it. Hey, I'm not here to
and,
judge,
and,
you know.
and then he messed with my turtle, and I got really angry, and I didn't know what to do, so I just took him off the leash, and I opened the gate, and I sent him out into the world.
And that was where you had the two wires in the puddle?
It was an accident.
But you said there were, I mean, you're a science experiment with the two wires.
Yes, but I didn't think that if you stuck a piece of copper in a lemon and attached it to a potato, it would generate enough electricity to kill a dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will.
Well, I didn't know. Again, I was a child, Mitch. They don't teach you that in school.
No, hey, you know, one time there was a baby bird, and I was like 4 or 5, and I was like, I want to give him a bath, and I put the hose on him, and I killed him. It was terrible. I can remember his death cries. Sure. Tiny. Terrible thing. So I understand how you feel. You know, you know, what you should do. You should tell. Was your grandfather you said?
Yeah, my
Maybe I don't know.
that's the other thing. I mean, it's not that he doesn't know that the dog's gone, but he keeps remembering as if the dog's still here.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just that
Oh.
even though he's since gotten over the loss of the dog, now he just can only remember when we had the dog.
You know, you gotta forgive yourself. You were a little kid, you know, you probably mean it. Do you think a part of you meant it, though? Because you're saying, like he ate your turtle, do you think a part of you wanted revenge?
The dog was just the start, Mitch. The dog was just the start. First it was the dog, and it seemed like an accident, and it was innocent enough, and the science experiment did the thing, and then it was Johnny Hawthorne in 5th grade. And he used to pick on me, and then one day he knocked my textbooks out of my hand and shoved me in a locker, and that's when I joined science club. And he was on a milk carton, let's just say. And then there was, I didn't even get his name. He just kind of yelled something at me when he came by on his bike, and I had a brick stick. Does that make me a bad person?
Hey, nice hat!
You son of a bitch!
But I was a child, Mitch. I didn't know that. Well, that one I was 21, but a child at heart. I'm 32 now. I'm not a little kid anymore, and I don't know. I guess my dad's right. I guess maybe if it helps me to live in my own little world and pretend like I'm not some horrible person, maybe I should just let my grandfather keep doing the same.
Sorry, what?
Were you not?
No, you just said that your grandfather. I didn't catch the last thing.
I was saying, I was having a deep moment, Mitch.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, it's it's cool.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Honestly, I was just listen. My hearing is not the best, and I just missed the last. I only missed the last thing that you said. It's sorry.
I said, don't cross me, Mitch.
No, I wasn't trying to. I didn't mean to. I'm just.
Mind if I take a photo, Mitch? Mind if I take a photo? Because this is going to look great on the side of a milk carton in 6 months.
Whoa, hey, whoa. Come on now. Come on. All right. Yeah, all right. You're really happy there. I gotta say. Idiot.
Do you know what a blood oath is, Mitch?
Some sort of Italian thing?
Don't be racist.
No,
It's when two people share common bond and knowledge, and if anybody was to give up the other, the price would be blood. We know a little bit more about each other after this humble drinking session, don't we, Mitch? About my affinity for the sciences,
Yeah.
my hatred of bullies, and my
Yeah.
love of bricks, Mitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's his deal?
Better.
Oh, it's Barry.
It's just.
I'm gonna write that down.
So, do you need another?
No, Mitch. I think I've had enough bar time here. I'm actually gonna go. I gotta go take care of my grandfather and make sure he's okay. I've got some things to do. So, you have a good day. Hey,
Okay.
see you around, Barry.
Yeah!
Oh, hi, Barry. Oh, Barry, you don't look so good, honey.
You would not believe what I overheard today.
Were you at the bar?
I was!
Were people talking about people they killed? Did you witness another blood oath, Barry?
Yes!
No.
Why do they always happen around
It's
me?
the wrong place at the wrong time, Barry. That's just been the theme of your life, buddy.
Like every week! Blood oath after blood oath!
I've never heard of it until you said it, and then you have one every other day.
Murder confession after murder confession!
Mr. Johnson, this is the 8th blood oath that you have come to the police department to report. I'm starting to think that you're fabricating some of these stories.
There's no reason for me to lie about hearing blood oaths!
And you said this occurred at a bar, Mr. Johnson?
Yes!
Any chance you happen to be drinking a little more than you should have, Mr. Johnson?
I was at a bar, of course I was drinking!
So you mean to tell me that a man walked into a bar and openly confessed to animal cruelty and murder with the use of a potato and some copper wire?
You've heard this one!
Yes, you just told me, and it's incredibly incredulous.
Chester! Hey, boy! Chester! Dear! Oh, dear boy! Oh, I thought I'd lost you forever. Chester, oh, yeah.
Belly.
Well, why do you gotta run off like that, huh, Chester? You're such a good fella. Listen.
Hey, Pop, just playing for Chester?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. There he is. He's a good boy.
I'm kind of hungry. You think you can get me some cookies and milk so I can play with Chester?
Oh, you want some cookies and milk?
Yeah, I'll watch Chester while you're gone.
Okay, I'll go get your cookies and milk. Sure.
Hey, Chester. Hey. You messed with the wrong guy. Turtle and I had a bond, Chester. Now you got two options. Either you're gonna make a run for it when I open this gate. Hey, Ben. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Either you're gonna make a run for it when I open the gate and try your luck out there in the real world, or we're gonna have some problems. Do you understand? Now I'm gonna walk out there and I'm gonna let you do your thing. Make the right choice.
Here's your milky. Where the hell did he go? Oh, well, you and I can have him. You want one too, don't you, boy? Don't you, boy? Oh, he's such a good dog. Here you go, Chester.
Who did you bring that cookies and milk for?
For the other boy.
Hey, Pop, I'm working on my science fair.
Woo!
Do you have any potatoes and copper wire laying around?
Woo! I'll take a look.
That boy, you know him?
Cookie? Of course I know my own grandson.
That's your grandson?
Mm-hmm.
I've got to tell you something about him. He's evil. He's a bad boy.
Now, why would you say something like that, huh?
He threatened a dog. As if the dog could understand the choices. He didn't. He just licked his balls after. That might mean he dies. But the potatoes.
Oh, I get it. Another one of your blood oath stories.
Yes! I think that kind of decision constitutes a blood oath. You've got to believe me.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. My 11-year-old grandson is part of a blood oath. Whatever those are. Why don't you just enjoy some cookies, huh?
11-year-old grandson? Are you okay, old man?
I don't know. To be quite honest, I'm not sure. Lately, I've been getting a queasy feeling in my belly regions, you know? And sometimes I feel like I'm on a ship that's tipping this way and that. Who's to say?
That sounds serious. You should get that looked at. Has your memory been slipping?
Not that I'm aware of. What do you smell, boy? What do you smell, boy? Huh? What do you say? We go on into your house here, Chester, and come on, boy. Come on, boy. I'm in Chester's doghouse if you need me.
So you mean to tell me you watched a senile old man take a nap with a dog in a small house as an 11-year-old masterminded an elaborate plot to prevent animal cruelty?
The grandfather said he was 11. He was a lot older than that. He said something about a dog that had gotten lost 12 years before, in fact. It's the grandfather's mind that's slipping, officer.
I think it's your mind that's slipping, Mr. Johnson. This is the 27th blood oath you've come into my office with.
By now, I've got to have credibility.
Billy, enough! I can't listen to one more blood oath. I have to leave you.
What?
You never asked about my day.
You too, huh? Everywhere I go, it's a blood oath here.
You too?
A blood oath there.
You hear him?
Getting chicken at the KFC?
Hey,
Blood oath.
fella!
Hey!
I got blood oath. I got a blood oath.
Oh, you got a blood oath? Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's shake on it.
All
They
right.
call it a blood oath.
Blood oath,
All
baby.
right.
Take it easy, buddy. See you around.
Did you see that blood oath that just happened?
One of them's definitely gonna kill the other one over something.
Definitely!
You know what this means? You and I both have a shared common secret.
No!